Hi guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We are gonna do a class for everyone, starting standing up. So if you find your parallel position in your feet, hip width apart, just let your arms hang and rest for a second. If you want to, you can close your eyes and just take a couple of breaths here. So we're just gonna arrive on the mat. You can take your 2-3 long breaths just to feel how your body is doing today, how your feet are placed in the mat, how does your legs feel, the area around your pelvis, your lower back, the shoulder, your neck. Good. And then from here, just lift your toes, spread your toes wide, and then place them back into the mat again. See if you can bring your weight just a little bit forward onto your toes. So we have 60% weight of the toes or in the front of the foot, and then the rest in the heels. See if you can stretch your legs a little bit longer. Try not to push into your knees, but see if you can get the feeling of the kneecap lifting up on the middle of your thighs. Perfect. See if you can have just a feeling of your hip bones pulling a little bit together, lifting slightly up, and then let your ribs drop down towards your hips. So we have the short, active front side and a longer back. Open your collarbones just a little bit wider, stretch your neck just a little bit longer, and then lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. And just take, again, 2 long breaths here. Feel your body now compared to before. Should be a little bit longer, feel a little stronger. Good. And then from here, just interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your armpits drop down your side, and then bring your elbows forward. Bring your chin to your chest. So we're starting with a gentle neck stretch. Don't go crazy here. So just feel that little stretch of your neck. Be careful not to pull on your head, just give it a little weight. And then lift your head back up again. Open your elbows and let your head rest into your hands. Nice. And again, coming forward, elbows forward, chin to your chest. And from here, you can come a little bit further down. So I'm just rolling 1, 2, maybe 3 vertebrae down, still keeping my pelvis neutral. And come slowly back up to standing. Open your elbows, let your head rest into your hands. If you want to, see if you can lift your chest bone just a little bit forward and up. Nice. Again, coming forward, elbows forward, chin to your chest. Good, and rolling slowly down again. This time, bend your knees, tilt your pelvis and round. So I'm rounding my whole spine. I'm not going all the way down, just finding that stretch through the spine all the way down to my tailbone, and then push the floor away. Come up to stretch. Open your elbows again, lift your eyes, lift your chest. If you want to stick your tailbone back and out a little bit, you can do that. And come forward again. Last time. Elbows forward, chin to your chest. Good. Bend your knees. Round your back. And now see how far can you go, keeping this C curve and really trying to lengthen this whole back line. Perfect. And push the floor away to come up. Open the elbows. Lift your eyes, lift your chest. If you want to stick your bum out a little bit and stretch that whole front side, you can do that. Good. And come into center. Nice. From here, just let your arms hang and then let your chin come down towards your chest. And now we're just rolling slowly all the way down towards the floor. So now the spine is warm. Good, so now we're going a little bit deeper into this hamstring stretch instead. Just hang out here, let your arms hang, your shoulders, your head. And then just shake out your head, shake it yes. And shake it no. Good, shake out your shoulders, your arms, perfect. And then bend your knees, pull your tailbone under yourself, and then come slowly back up to standing. So we're rolling again, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to find this nice long back and active front side. Good, and from here bring your arms forward and up, shoulder width apart, and just lift your heels off the floor, come up on your toes. Find your balance here for a second, weight under your big toe, and then place your heels back down into the floor, arms coming forward and down, and then chin to your chest, come slowly back down towards the floor again, rolling one vertebrae at a time. Let your arms hang, shoulders, your head. Good, and from here, just bend your right knee. Stretch your left leg even longer and see if you can find that nice long, nice extra long stretch on the left side of your hamstring. Good. And then change. So bending the left knee instead, stretching the right. Good. And really try to relax your neck. Let your head hang, so I'm looking in between my knees, in between my thighs. And let's do one more round. So bending the right knee again, good. Stretching the left leg longer, that's it. And let's change last time. Bending the left, stretching the right, good. And then bend both knees one more time. Tilt your pelvis, bring your tailbone under yourself to come all the way back up. Good. Bring your arms again forward and up. Shoulder blades back down. And then lift your heels off the floor. A lot of weight under your big toe. Find your balance here. And bring your heels back down into the mat. Arms down, chin to your chest. One more time. Rolling down towards the floor. Good. And then stay down here again. We're looking for flat back now. So I'm bending my knees just a slightly bit. Then lifting my upper body a little bit up. I'm sticking my tailbone out. I'm sticking my chest bone out. So I'm finding this nice long back. You might even need to get higher up. That's alright. You might need to bend your knees more. That's perfectly fine. And then let go, just hang out here and stretch your legs again. One more time, bending the knees, lifting the upper body up to find this nice long flat back position. Pull your armpits just a little bit down your back, stretch your neck long. And relax down, stretch your legs longer. Nice, guys. Let's take a last time. Bending the knees, good. Lifting slowly up, finding this nice long flat back, stomach still active. And come all the way back down to hang over your legs. Stretch them out, shake out your head, just take it yes. And no again, good. And then from here, bend your knees. Pull your tailbone under yourself. And come slowly back up again, good. Finding that length of your spine again. Bring your arms forward and up. Lift your heels again. Just the last balance here before coming down onto the mat. Really, really nice. Place your heels back down. Bring your arms down. Good. Just shake it out for a bit. And come down on your mat. Good, guys. From here, just come down in the end of your mat to sit. So you have your toes on the edge of the mat. And you can grab behind your knees to start off with. See if you can really come up on top of your sit bones. Stretch your back a little bit longer. Stretch your neck long. Lift the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Good. From here, just gonna take a long inhale. And then on your exhale, tilt your pelvis and round. Roll slowly backwards and down towards the mat. Keep your hands behind your knees. So only coming as far as you can keep those hands there. And then tilt and round even more to come forward and up. You can use your hands here to begin with, and then stretch your back even longer and lift. Again, tilting and rounding to come slowly down. Good. So using the arms and using the abdominals, tilt and round even more. Good. And come slowly forward and up to sit. You can keep your hands here, or if you want to, stretch them forward. And again, here tilting and rounding. So now there's no help from the arms. Now it's really the abdominals holding you. See if you can find the same position here. And tilt and round even more to come forward. All the way up to sit. Stretch your arms to the ceiling. Make yourself longer. And bring your arms forward again, tilting and rounding, rolling slowly down towards the mat. Really, really nice. Tilt and round more. Bring the ribs to your hips and round forward to lift yourself longer and taller. Good. 2 more of these. So bringing the arms forward. Good. Tilting and rounding back down again. It's really, really nice. Good. Have the feeling of pulling your tailbone in between your legs. Round forward. And then stretch your neck long, your back long, and lift it up. Last time. Bringing the arms forward. Again, tilting and rounding. Good. Find a nice position where you feel like you can carry yourself. Stay here and hold it. Tilt and round even more. Good. From here, just lifting my arms up towards the ceiling. Turn the palms towards the legs and push your arms back down. Nice. The palms facing the floor. Lifting up. And exhale to push down. 2 more. Lifting up. Exhale to push. Really, really nice. Almost there. Lifting up. Exhale to push the arms down. Stay there. Turn your palms towards each other again. Tilt and round to round all the way up. Stretch your back long, lift your arms, and breathe. Good, guys. We're going to do this one more time. So bringing the arms forward first. Tilting and rounding, rolling slowly down. Good. Going to do the exact same thing. Turning the palms towards the floor first. Lifting the arms up. 2, exhale down, really nice, long neck, and exhale down, good, last 2, lifting up, and down, and the last one, and pushing down, good, turn your palms towards each other, tilting around more to come up, stretch the back long, take a breath. And then from here, bring your arms forward. We're going to do a really nice, super slow roll down all the way down to the mat. So tilting and rounding again. I know the abdominals are tired now. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway there, 4, 3, 2, stay there, 1.5. 1, and come all the way down onto your back. From here, open your arms out to the side. If you have space, lift one leg up into your tabletop. Find your abdominals, then lift the left leg up as well. Close your knees, close your feet. And now bring both knees over to your right side. So coming slowly over to one side. Keeping the shoulders in the floor and then pull slowly back into center. Other side, so taking a long inhale and exhaling back into center. Good. Again, going over to the side is my obliques on the opposite side, pulling me back in. Last time here before we change the legs, going over to the side. And coming back in, nice. From here, just stretch your legs halfway up. So it's just this nice long attitude position, good. And then going over to your right side again. So now the legs just got a little bit longer and a little bit heavier. And pull yourself back into center. So keep closing your ribs. Keep finding those hip bones and pull them together. Good. Use your obliques. Use your exhale to come back into center. One more time. Going over to the right. And pulling back in. Last time, going over to your left side. And coming back in. Good, guys. Bend your knees back into your tabletop again. Stretch your arms to the ceiling. Palms facing each other. Shoulders back down. From here, we're going for a little walk. So I'm keeping the pelvis neutral and keeping the abdominals active. I'm going to tip the right foot and the left arm down towards the floor. And then changing in the air. So a little marching here. Good. And I'm really activated in those lower abdominals. So keep that pelvis neutral. I'm thinking about my ribs pulling down towards my hips the whole time. And then we need to coordinate this opposite arm and leg movement. Good. So a little bit coordination here. Really, really nice. Let's take 8 more. Good. 7. And 6. And 5. Last 4. Good. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Come up and hold it. I'm going to keep the arms where they are. Just bring the right leg back down into the mat. Left leg back down as well. And then interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your elbows halfway up. Bring your armpits down towards your hip. And then take a nice long inhale here to prepare. And then on your exhale, lift yourself slowly up into your chest lift. Keep your pelvis neutral. Take an inhale here. And exhale to come down. Good. Gonna bring a little coordination, leg coordination in the game. So I'm lifting my right leg up into my tabletop at the same time as my upper body is lifting. And coming slowly back down, leg and upper body changing. Left leg lifting up. Good, armpits pulling down, ribs pulling down, neutral pelvis and coming back down. We're going to do that one more time. And exhaling up. Good. Inhale on the top. And exhale to lower back down. It's really, really nice. One more time like this, lifting up. Armpits. Hips are neutral or hips are relaxed. My pelvis is neutral. And slowly back down. We're going to do the same thing just with rotation. So I'm lifting up, lifting my right leg, turning and rotating towards my right side. Good. And coming slowly back down into center. Nice. Left side, lifting up, turning, rotating. Good. Keep those armpits. And coming back down. Nice. One more time. Lifting up, rotating. Good, guys. We're going to stay here. And then stretch your right leg slowly forward. Keep the height. And pull it back in. Exactly. 2 more. Stretch it forward. And pull it back in. Nice. Last one. Push it forward. Good. Pull it back in. And come slowly back down. Coordinated upper body and back. Take a breath here. Almost there. Lifting the left leg to turn and rotate towards the left. Gonna do exactly the same thing here. Stretching the leg forward. To pull it back in. Lift a little bit higher. 2 more. Stretch it forward. And bring it back in. Really, really nice. Last time. Push it forward. And pull it back in. Come slowly back down. Foot back down. Nice. Just bring your arms down your side and let's go into some pelvic curls. Don't forget to breathe. Good. So we're gonna take a long inhale here to find abdominals again, to tilt and round, and then roll slowly up into your pelvic curl. So you can push your arms into the mat, keep tilting and rounding, and come slowly back down again. Good. So just mobilizing the spine here, activating the abdominals, the glutes, the hamstrings, the triceps even. Good. Find your height here. Tilt and round more and see if you can lift 1 centimeter more. Find your big toes in the floor, your inner thighs. And then round to lower down. Really, really nice. Good. One more time. Again, exhaling. Tilting and rounding. Rolling all the way up. Good. Now stay here and hold it. Pull your heels a little bit towards your pelvis. Don't move your feet. Just find that pull, so you should feel your hamstrings working a little bit more. Now stretch your arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other. And as I'm lowering down, I'm bringing my arms behind my head, almost stretching my spine even longer. And then tilting and rounding, lifting up, arms are coordinated with the pelvis. This time bring the arms all the way into the floor. Lift the pelvis a little bit higher and tilt and round to lower down. Arms lifting up and over and all the way behind the head. 2 more. Tilting and rounding, lifting up, slowly up. Good. Bring your hands into the mat, lift a little bit higher, and tilt and round again. Come slowly back down. We have a very last time here again, tilting and rounding. Hands in the floor, place your arms, push your arms into the mat, tilt and round a little bit more. Now just push your knees together. And open back up, just to activate the glutes a little bit more. 4 more of these. And open. Last 3. And open. Good. Last 2. And open. Very last one. Push your knees together. Open back up. Really, really nice, guys. See if you can come a little bit higher. And then by rolling down in slow motion, it's the last one. Enjoy it. Lift your arms up and over the ceiling. Now come all the way down to stay here for a second. Now stretch your arms even longer and tilt your pelvis. Now the opposite way than normal. So I'm sticking my bum out a little bit, hyperextending my lower back. Only as much as it still feels good to you. And just totally relax. Again, stretch your arms away from you. Tilt your tailbone into the mat. And relax. Good. Let's take a last time. Stretch your arms even longer. Let your tailbone drop down towards the floor. And come back down to neutral. From here, just stretch one leg at a time down onto your mat. Close your feet, close your legs, and then lift your arms just 1 or 2 centimeters off the floor until you can close and activate your abdominals again. Good. From here, gonna go into our roll-ups. I'm lifting my arms, head, upper body, coming into a chest lift, and then from here, rounding all the way up to sit. So keep rounding and rounding and rounding. And roll all the way back down onto your mat. Same way down. Lift your arms and come down to line. Nice. One more time. Lifting the arms, head, upper body, and rolling slowly up. Really nice. Keep your shoulders down. Keep the scoop of the abdominals. Keep your C curve. And come slowly back down again. Good. Arms overhead. If it's really not possible, you can always use your arms. Either grab onto your legs, maybe use the floor if you need to, but then really work on the way back down. And rolling slowly down again. Good, guys. Arms overhead. And coming down. Good. Lifting up again. We're going to change it up a bit. Same start. Rounding up. Good. Don't forget to breathe. From here, keeping that scoop of your abdominals, keeping the shoulders down. Now lift the right leg. 5, 7, 10 centimeters off the floor. Keep it here. And then tilt and round to roll all the way down. So now we need a little bit more focus to stabilize the pelvis. Otherwise, it should be the same thing. Arms overhead. Good. And coming up the same way. Arms, head, shoulders. Tilting and rounding. Good. Keep the leg, keep the leg, keep the leg. Keep rounding forward. Now grab onto your calf or your ankle if you can. Keep rounding your lower back. And now stretch your back long. See if you can lift your leg a little bit higher. Lift your chest. Really, really nice. And then round again. You can bring your legs lower as you're rounding your pelvis and your spine. Stick your bum out. Come up and sit. Stretch your back long. Lift your chest bone forward and up. Good. And then round into your lower back again. Nice, guys. Last time. Coming all the way up to sit. Lift your chest. Find your armpits. Now stay here. See if you can keep your leg as it is. Just let go. Hold it. And bring it slowly all the way down into the floor. Nice. Tilt and round again. Find your C curve. Left leg. It's just lifting 5, 7, 10 centimeters off the floor to roll slowly down onto your mat. It's really slow motion. Think about the pelvis again. Arms are lifting. And coming back down. Good. Again, lifting arms, head, upper body, and tilting and rounding. Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep that scoop of your abdominals. Grab onto your calf, maybe your ankle. Let your shoulders drop down. And then from here, slowly stretch your spine long. Come up on top of your sit bones. Bring your leg with you as far as you can. Open your chest. Good. Don't forget to smile. And then rounding, scooping again. Good. 2 more. Stretch the spine long. Lift the leg even higher. Armpits down, chest bone forward. And round your spine again. Lower the leg. Good. Very last time. Lift it up. Chest bone forward. Good. Stay here for a second. Be proud. And see if you can keep the leg here. Let go. Hold it. And place it all the way back into the mat. You are doing so well, guys. Really, really good job. And now flex your feet. Open your legs mat width apart. And see if you can come up on top of your sit bones. If it's really hard for you to sit here, then bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, that's alright. We're going into this wave movement. If you bring your hands behind your head, it's a little bit the same start like standing up in the beginning of the class. So I'm bringing my elbows forward, chin to my chest, looking for this gentle neck stretch again. Now rolling all the way down towards the mat, only as far as you can round your back. And now stick your tailbone out, stick your chest bone out. Look for this nice long flat back position. And then come all the way up to sit. So we're doing a whole circle. Bringing the elbows forward. Chin to your chest, rounding down as far as it goes. Now look for that flat back. Stick your tailbone back. chest bone forward. Good, to come all the way up to sit. Again, elbows forward, chin to your chest, rounding down as far as possible. And then find your flat back. Exactly. Should be a little bit more stretch of your hamstrings as well. Good. We're going the other way around. So reverse. Finding this flat back position. Keeping it forward, forward, forward. When you can't go any further, then round your spine. Let your elbows hang. Activate your abdominals and roll slowly all the way up to sit. This one is a little bit harder on the spine, on the lower back. Just be careful. Stretching forward, keeping a flat back position as long as possible. And then let your head hang, let your elbows hang. Activate your abdominals and come slowly back up to sit. Really, really nice. One last time. Going forward, lengthening forward as much as possible. Nice. And let your head hang, elbows hang, and roll all the way back up to sit. Good. Gonna stay here. Keep the shoulders over your hips. Make your neck longer, your back longer, and then turn and rotate towards your right side. I'm only thinking about my chest bone turning, and then the rest is just following. Coming back into center. Nice. Other side. Turning and rotating. Still that support from the abdominals. And coming into center. One more round. Turning and rotating. Nice, guys. And come back into center last time. Turning and rotating. Good. And come back into center. Stay here. Be careful of your shoulders. Just open your elbows as far back as possible. Give your front side, your chest, the front of your shoulders a little stretch. And come forward again. Open your shoulders. Should only feel like a stretch. It shouldn't be hurting anywhere. And forward. Last two. Open the elbows as far back as possible. And come forward. Last time. Open the elbows as far back as possible. And come all the way forward. Now just bend your knees. Give your knees a hug. Round your back, let your head hang. Take a long breath here. Good. And then from here, just come down on one side to lie. Good, guys. So I am on my right side, if that's gonna help you at all. If you stretch your lower arm as long as possible, if you have your legs on top of each other, make them as long as possible, and then bring them just a little bit in front of your hip. Good. You can have your top arm, a hand in front of your chest, or down your side, whatever you feel it's gonna be right for you. I'm gonna have it down my side here to begin with. Find your abdominal connection again. Now stretch your legs even longer and float both legs off the floor. So I'm going to keep my feet on top of each other, hips on top of each other, shoulders on top of each other, and come slowly back down. Good. Again, stretching the legs longer to lift. Nice. And come slowly back down. Really, really nice, guys. Let's take 3 more here. Again, stretching long to lift. And slowly back down. Good. Last 2, stretching longer to lift. Still those abdominals active, but now really focusing on your top waist, on your top obliques. And slowly back down. Last time. Stretching the legs longer. Lifting up and stay and hold it. Lift the top arm up towards the ceiling if that's okay for you. Bring your shoulder down your back. Perfect. Now we're going to open the legs away from each other. So they're opening equally much to close back in the center. Nice. Again, open the legs to close them in the center. Good. Last 3. Opening up. 2. Close. Last 2. 2. Close. Nice. Last 1. Close the legs in the center. Hold it here. So if you can lift them just a little bit higher. And a little bit higher. Hold it. And then place your legs slowly back into the floor. Good. Bring your hand in front of your chest and just lift yourself up. Bring your lower arm under your shoulder. Good. So that's important. So we want the shoulder, the elbow just under the shoulder and then the forearm in the floor. Okay? Good. Top arm or top hand in the hips. So just come down, hang out here for a second. Good. We just want to explore where we don't want to be. Yeah. So I'm pushing myself away from the floor, away from my shoulder. Good. When I can't get any further, then I'm pulling my armpit a little bit down towards my hip. I'm lifting the top side of my ribs a little bit up towards the ceiling. Perfect. And then from here, lift your top leg into hip height. And now stay here and hold it. Flex your foot and then kick it slowly forward. You need to stick your bum out a little bit to keep that neutral pelvis. Stretch your foot and bring it behind you. So I'm looking for a stable upper body, flexing the foot, kick it forward and stretch it long to bring it back. So there's a lot of things to think about here. I'm thinking about my shoulder, thinking about my trunk, my upper body, thinking about the stability of my pelvis, and then my neck is moving as well. It's quite a lot of work. Good. Let's take a last time. Kicking forward and stretching back. Stay and hold it. My leg is still lifted, hip height. Now take that top hip and turn it towards the floor. My top hand is going to come down on the other hand. I'm still lifting my chest a little bit. I'm still pushing the floor away. Now we're going into the glutes instead. So stretch that leg even longer. Almost pull it out of your hip to lift a little bit higher up. Good. And then lower down to touch the floor. Stretch it longer to lift. And lower down. Nice. 3 more. It should really be your glutes working and not your lower back. If you feel your lower back working, then play a little bit around with your pelvis. Good. So just take care of yourself. Perfect. 2 more. Lift it up. And slowly down. Still active shoulders, active stomach. Now stay lifted and hold it. Then we're just going to do little pulses here, lifting up. And down, and up, and up, and up, and down. Let's take 8 more, almost there. 7, 6, 5, lengthening out. 4 more, 3, 2, and the last one's gonna stay and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Really nice, guys. Good. Just bend your knees, push yourself up to sit. Gonna come up into this mermaid position. The arm we're just lying on is gonna lift up and over the ceiling. So just to take this nice long side stretch. Take a couple of breaths here. You can open your chest to the ceiling. You can turn a little bit down towards the floor. That's up to you, whatever feels good. Perfect. Just come all the way back. Now bring that back leg, the one that was just working, in front of you. So I'm doing this open leg tailor sit, if that's okay for you. That's to round the spine and to stretch the glute as well. If this is not alright for you in your knees, you can do a classical glute stretch instead, if that's better. From here, if you want to sit like this, just round over your legs, let your head rest, let your shoulders rest, and then play a little bit around here. You can see if you can round your back a little bit more. You can stretch your back long. You can go a little bit over to one side over to the other side. So always when we're stretching, we're looking for that perfect area where we have the most stretch. Good. And then round all the way up. And let's go to the other side. Good, guys, almost there. We have the other side to do. So now on my left side, I have my lower arm under my head. My legs are nice and long and stretched, and just a little bit in front of my hips. Good. You decide where you want to bring your top arm. I'm going to bring it down my side again. Just activate your abdominals before you start. And then stretch your legs longer and lift them off the floor. Good. Feet on top of each other. Hips on top of each other. And shoulders on top of each other. And come slowly back down. Good. Again, stretching the legs longer to lift. And slowly back down. Good. Just 3 more here. Stretching longer to lift. And coming back down. Really nice. Last 2. Lifting up. Again, we're still using those obliques, but also your whole core around. Slowly back down. Just be aware that you're not using your lower back too much. Last time, lifting the legs off. We're going to stay and hold it. Now float your top arm to the ceiling, shoulder down, and then let your legs float away from each other to meet back into the center. Good. Again, floating away and coming back in. Good. Again, floating away and coming back in. Last 2. Opening up to meet in the center. Very last time. Good. And close it in. Stay and hold it. See if you can lift your legs even higher up. And come all the way back down. Really nice. Now place your front hand in front of your chest to push yourself up into your forearm. I'm going to move a little bit higher up so I have space. Good. Be sure again that your elbow is just under your shoulder, your forearm into the floor. Feet are still on top of each other. Just come down here and hang out for a second. Perfect. Good. From here, just push the floor away. Come out of your shoulder joint. Nice. Find that armpit. Pull it a little bit down your side. Good. Stomach active. And now push your top ribs a little bit higher up. Really, really nice. From here, lift your top leg. Flex the foot. Now we're going to kick it forward. Slow motion forward. Keep the neutral pelvis. Stretch your foot long and kick it behind you. Again, flex it forward. And going back. Good. Just a couple of times here. So still pushing the floor away. Keeping that shoulder stability. Keeping the upper body, the trunk stable. Keeping the pelvis stable. Nice. Let's take a last time. Kick it forward. And kick it back to stay and hold it. Now turn your top hip down towards the floor. Bring your top hand on top of the other. Perfect. Still lifting my chest here. Now stretch that leg away from you. Pull it out of your hip. Lift it a little bit higher. And then lower down. Nice. Again, stretch it long to lift. And slowly down. So going for the glutes. Be aware of that. So if you don't feel your glute here, then look a little bit forward. Yeah, maybe play around with the pelvis. Let's take 3 more. And down. Good. Still lengthen to lift. And let's take the last one, lifting, hold it here. And then we're going into little pulses. I'm lifting up and down, and up, and up, and up, and down. Let's take 8 and 7, good, and 6 and 5, last 4, good, almost there, 3 more, 2 more, last time, hold it, lengthen and lift, Lengthen and lift. Good. And come all the way down. Good, guys. Bend your knees. Push yourself up into this mermaid sit. That arm you were just lying on is coming up and over to take this nice long side stretch. You can look a little bit up towards the ceiling, or even round your back and look down towards the floor. Whatever feels good to you. And come back up. Now going into this glute stretch, bring your lower leg in front of you, either in this open tailor sit or on top of the other. That's totally up to you. If you are in the tailor sit like me, just hang over your legs and relax. Good. So just taking a couple of breaths here. Move a little bit around into the stretch and see where the best spot is for you. Good. And then roll slowly all the way up to sit. Good, guys. We're going on the stomach just to do a little back extensions. Just gonna show you where to bring your arms first. I'm going for this diamond shape, yeah? Good, so just come down onto your stomach. Find that diamond shape of your arms. And you can just let your forehead rest into the mat for a second. Find your hip bones, pull them a little bit together. You can have your feet hip width apart, that's totally fine. And then just pull your armpits down your side. Push your right hand into the floor. Use the arm. Stretch it slowly out. You don't have to come all the way. Going into rotation, yeah? So I'm looking over my right shoulder. Trying to keep my hips in the floor. And then bend your arm and come slowly back down. So I am supporting with my abdominals. I'm using my back a little bit, but I'm really using my arm. Left arm, stretching to lift. I'm looking over my left shoulder. Try not to hang on your shoulder. Push yourself away and come slowly back down. And it's really up to you how far you want to go. Let's take one more round. Push the right hand into the floor. Look over your right shoulder. Really, really nice. And come slowly back down. Nice. Left hand is pushing into the floor. Still pulling my hip bones together. But I'm really using my arms. And come slowly back down. Good. From here, one more time. Pushing the right hand into the floor, lifting up. I'm bending my left knee just to see if I can see my left big toe there. Good. And going slowly back down, stretch the leg out. Left arm pushing into the floor. Bend your right knee and look for your right big toe. Nice, guys. Good. And then come all the way back down. Nice. Just from here, pull your elbows a little bit closer to your side and your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And then let your forehead rest into the floor again. Good. From here, just bring your hip bones together. Armpits down your side. Push your hands into the floor. Don't lift yet. Just activate the top of your back. Now use your arms to pull your chest forward and up. Forward and up. So I'm really looking for length. And then lengthen to lower back down. Good. Same thing. Stomach active. Armpits pulling down. Use your hands to be longer. So really pull that chest forward, forward, forward. So I'm looking for a lot of work in the top of my back or around my shoulder blades more than in my lower back. And coming slowly back down. Really nice. Let's take 2 more here. Again, armpits pulling down, abdominals supporting. Push yourself forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. Stay here. Even more activity in your abdominals. And then see if you can just float your arms 1 centimeter off your floor to carry yourself here. Don't forget to breathe. Bring the arms back into the floor. Lift your chest bone just a little bit more. And lengthen to lower. Really nice, guys. This is the last one. Finding the abdominals, armpits down. Push your chest bone forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. Nice, stay and hold it. Now float the arms off the floor again. Hold yourself here. Good. Don't forget to breathe. See if you can get a little bit higher. Almost there. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And lengthen to lower. Good, guys. Use your hands. Push yourself back into your rest position. So you decide how wide you want to open your knees. Just stretch your arms nice and long. Take a couple of breaths here. Really lengthen your spine. Stretch out your lower back. Good. And then rounding all the way up. So we're coming up. This is the last thing here. Coming up on all 4. Hands under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Good. Finding this nice long back. Going into our cat stretch. So from here, I'm tilting and rounding my pelvis. And then the rest of the spine is just going to follow into this nice round back. You can even look into your belly button. Good. And then start in your lower back again. So start by moving the tailbone. Finding this neutral position of the pelvis. Finding a neutral spine. I'm still active in my abdominals. Now send your chest bone forward and up. What we just did on the floor, lying on the stomach. Good. Again, tilting and rounding. Pulling the chest in between my arms. Pulling my tailbone in between my legs. And stretch it out. So I'm not letting go all the way. I'm still holding my abdominals, but I'm looking for a nice back extension here. 2 more times. Tilting and rounding. Good. And stretch it out again. Find this nice long back. Good, guys. And from here, just lift your toes. Tuck your toes under. Push yourself back onto your hook, if that's okay for you. Let the top of your head hang. Let your tailbone hang. And then from here, just send your heels to the floor. Stretch your legs long. And hang here over your legs like we did in the beginning of the class. Good, guys. So just shake out your head. Shake it yes. And no. Shake out your shoulders, your arms a little bit. Good. And just gentle bend one knee. And change it to the other side. So just going directly from one leg to the other. Good. Let your head rest. Take a couple of breaths. You did really, really nice. We're almost finished for today. Good. Then bend both knees. Pull your tailbone under yourself. And then roll in slow motion. All the way up to standing. Good. Really, really slow. Take your time. Good. And just stay here for a second. If you want to close your eyes, you can do that. And then see again if you can bring your weight just a little bit forward on your toes. If you can stretch your leg a little bit longer and stronger. If you can find those hip bones and pull them a little bit together, lift them up. Bring your ribs a little bit down towards your hip. Open your collarbones wide, stretch your neck longer, lift the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And just take 2 long, deep breaths here. Feel how your body is doing after this class. You did a really, really nice job. I hope your body feels lighter, longer and stronger. And then from here, just take a nice long breath. Pull your shoulders all the way up to your ears and let go. Again, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Nice long inhale and relax. And last time, nice long inhale, lifting up and let go. Thank you so much for joining this class. Really, really nice job.